Greetings, traveler.
All right, here we go, chat. So we're gonna be watching a Jkirek game. Again, lesser known streamer. We haven't really reviewed him yet because I'm actually not sure if he streams all the time, but I always see him in the early access games, and I saw he had a cool game here, so we're going in on that. And to explain the dark gift mechanic again, you can click that button 3 times per game. You discover a minion that has a dark gift, which is a bonus such as this unit has all types, this unit has shield or venom or wind fury, so some kind of a bonus. Some of them are really cool, and it gets better the longer you wait. Now, we have seen it being used quite aggressively, a lot of tempo stuff, so we'll see how it ends up here. Does he sell for the spell? I don't think so against Tavish, right? Just doing a quick check of what's in and what's out, but we're gonna watch here. Yeah, it does not sell for the spell. Sometimes people do that, myself included, because you save quite a bit of HP by cycling and buffing a minion, but against Tavish you're gonna lose anyway, so I kind of like holding it. On the hand, so here, just level to nothing. 6/5 poison, because he hit it with this thing, yeah. So stayed on tier 1. That's kind of interesting. Sell the minion, see if you get Ariat Laureate. Take the damage. Going in. I wonder if he dark gifts next turn then to stabilize. We'll see. Yeah, I think you dark gift to try and stabilize. Deep Sea Angler goes for a triple because he has a pair, so it's kind of good. At the end of every 2 turns, you get a plain copy of this, right? So here you have double Angler, and then at the end of 2 turns, he gets a triple, and then he can use the hero power on the triple, maybe. That's probably I've been doing that too in the early game. That seems like a good dark gift, right? End of turn, this makes a copy of itself. It's also pretty good tempo units, this Angler, so it's nice. It's not often that you stabilize the turn you go 3-on-3. Can you put on music? No, we do it for the YouTube VODs though, but it's it would interfere with the editing process and everything, and I generally stay away from music during my live streams because people can just put on their own music if they want to. Again, not always, right? And I understand with your phone and everything. And there's also a lot of streams that already have it, so to me this is what I'm comfortable with. I don't like adding music in the streams. I don't hate middle here, but he's going for bananas. What's a dark gift on that again? Was it double? Let me go back. At the end of the turn, gain 3/2. Okay. Does the dark gift change when you triple it? No. You just get the golden unit with the same dark gift. What's the dot on the taunt? It's the active mechanic. This minion for 1 gold, you can get 2 bananas. So I like Ominous Stone. I think it's a good trinket. Discover a dark gift tier 4. I think it might get nerfed where it costs some golds after like 1 or 2 balance patches. We'll see. Yeah, Jkirek likes it too. Permanently keep stats in the combat. Meh. Might just be zesty because your gut's golden angler here. Hey Drade, you too. Thank you very much for the prime. Much appreciated. Thanks so much for the support. Alright, we're getting the 5-drop here, and we are a Reno. Meditative for a lot of spell power. Airballer, let's go. Spell power is a little harder to come by, so I don't hate hero powering meditative. I think you don't even hate going dark gift this turn. It takes the damage still, wow. Just for the bananas. Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot of spell power value, that's true. Ooh, okay. Not the greatest end of the turn there, unfortunately, but it's new patch. Well, who am I to judge there, really? He might just have a play. So I don't mind using dark gift there, basically, so that I I'm just stronger and that I get to win the game off my trinkets and my minions instead of going full dark gift. How to use activate? Just click on the minion. So I always clicked over here, but like on the actual cost thing, but I've seen people just click here. Yep. Which makes it a little scary, I guess, for misclicking and activating something when you want to sell it. So basically, if you want to sell it, don't click it and let go. You have to click it and drag it. If you click it and let go, you'll activate, it seems. You want to see a baller game? Yeah, it's just tough, man. Oh, we're not tiering here? Interesting. Wow. It's going for a whole lot of stats here. Big tempo plays. Bananas on the zesty, sure. I kind of don't hate bananas on the meditative here, though. Like, you get a lot more permanent stuff there, because I don't think zesty's going to stay that long. How do you get a good elemental game during the event? No, it's... You probably need this guy super early, so what Galakrond has. I think if you don't have that, it's tough. And even if you have it, you still need to get a brand to be able to play Mana Surge. So yeah, I did not really see people pop off with Allies in the early access game. Which guy? The moat thing. It's kind of like Sanguine, where it buffs gems, but then for elemental buffs. It's a tier 6 that buffs your future elemental buffs. Yeah, he's got a lot of spell power. He's farming the lockbox as well off this 4-drop, the SKP. Every time he spends 5 golds, he accelerates the lockbox by 1 turn. You have to wait 5 turns for the lockbox to open, but man, he's got a lot of spell power. You have to wait 5 turns for the lockbox to open normally, but basically every time you were to get another lockbox and you already have one, you accelerate it by 1 turn. So the escapee tries to generate another lockbox, but you already have one, so it just accelerates it by 1 turn. Yeah, I mean, it's always possible after the early access events that a lot of the comps were not really discovered yet or played wrong and stuff. It's definitely a thing. All right, so we went to tier 5 slightly later for how good of a position we had with the meditative. But now we're going to get the greater trinket. Now we can choose what to do from there. Golden tier 7, postcards, Chilmir. Showy Cyclist doesn't scale with spell power. I'd want to get into spell power here. It could be just Chilmir Mosaic, because I'm not sure if we have 2 turns for a tier 7, a golden one. Activate lets you use your money more efficiently. Yeah, it just gives you more options. That's nice. Okay, well, what do I know? Golden Zarjira? So he needs to hang on for 2 turns. Now he is healthy, is strong, but we're also leveling this turn. Golden Hook Dusk. Okay. Wait, are we just pirates now? Definitely want to play the Golden Hook Dusk, right? And buff the buff our 6/6 pirate. So when you discover, you buff your board. There's Drakkari, there's Bran. Probably want one of those. It's an elemental lobby, so you have some spellcrafts for Bran. Fauna is nice with all the spell power, so I guess it's Drakkari. The pirate got 30 in one go, yeah. Dude, Golden Hook Tusk, I don't think you actually go Hook Tusk anymore. Because your spell power is already high, and you have Fauna and Drakkari. So you probably just want to maximize the number of Nagas on board. You're just selling Golden Hook Tusk? I think you do. I don't think you need it. You can sell the other one too, I guess. I think I would just end on a Naga here. And I think I might have sold the Hook Tusk, but... Then again, he could still play Pirate. It's fun. It's fun to play Pirate, at least. But he's just pumping here. I don't know. I don't think I would want to risk getting out of Naga to use his Golden Hook Tusk. That's kind of sick, man. He used the lockbox and he got a golden 6-drop out of it. That's a big deal. Whew. All right, for the rest of his board is not that strong, so the main hurdle he really needed to get over was that it was going to take him some time to cash in on this greater trinket. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. We're getting tommed. Too many toms. Many toms. Handle it. Even side. All right, round 19. Do we get it now? There's a golden fauna. No, we don't get it yet. Oh, right. You gotta hang on, dude. I think we dark gift. I want to. I want to get. I want to get that tempo going. Still feels comfortable buying the extra gold. I would try very, very, very hard at this stage to golden baller. I would try very hard at this stage to keep the damage cap, right? Because next turn is your big turn. Balinda. Balinda works with fauna because the fauna whisper targets a minion to cast it on. So yeah, I think this definitively puts us out of pirates. Getting the Balinda and then the extra fauna. The scariest thing with dark gifts is that they will only be used for early game. Is that scary? And they're not only being used for early. I've definitely, oh my god. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. It's like a slot machine just like hitting. All right, we're dark gifting. You can cast on the amalgam. Reborn with full bonus keywords. I guess that's just good to buff, yeah. Yeah, it's a good buff target. Easy clap. Yeah, I mean, golden fauna, regular fauna, Drakkari, and then Balinda is basically ×2 again, right? It's like you add Lucifron, you get another trigger end of turn. Because your spells hit twice. Holy crap, bro, that popped off. No, Felbat's not in, I think. You can't eat. So this used to be played with Conjurer and Felbat. And you would buff the shop and then eat the shop. But with Balinda, I can see this popping off too. I don't think dark gifts are exclusively being used on the early game. I do agree that they're mainly being used for, I guess, mid game, if we're being real. Any news on the new heroes, what the buddy is? Friend of a friend. It's pretty much always friend of a friend until they do a buddy meta and then they make the buddies. That's pretty much always how they do it. They're like, okay, all the new guys, their buddy is friend of a friend. And then when it's buddy meta, they're like, oh, we gotta make buddies for these guys now. All right. What was I gonna say here? Had a point, chat. All right, the dark gifts. So the majority is being used for like mid-game tempo and some early game, and then some of them you do late game. Like for instance, this Groundbreaker. This Groundbreaker is quite a good late game unit. He will keep that the whole game, right? Because it's just a good unit to buff. But the main thing that I noticed when I played in the early access event is that the options were quite random. So I think something that can make it more fun. Oh yeah, I was thinking, oh man, it would be nice if we could golden that Balinda. But we have the spell to do it. Here we go, big payoff. 1 second, guys. All right, so gets the golden Balinda here. Sorry, I had a little bit of a... Or what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, golden Balinda, it's now basically like golden Drakkari, right? Yeah. If he rolls a Drakkari, he might just freeze it to get the golden next turn with the Zarjira. Okay, so what I was saying earlier, so there was a viewer who raised the concern that dark gifts are being used too much for tempo, and it's like not really the cool stuff the devs had in mind, and I agree with that to an extent, right? But it reminds me of that video of like game dev. It's basically the woman who watches the player be like, okay, this goes in the square hole, and then where does that go? The round hole. It goes in the square hole. It's like, where does that go? The triangle hole. That's right, it goes in the square hole. It's just like pshoop, pshoop, pshoop. Like that's how you can think about high level players. It's like, oh, and now we're playing beasts, right? Yeah, and we're transitioning into back to back. Oh, but this is a pirate game, right? Yeah, and then we're gonna go back to back. It's like, oh, the mech game for sure, right? Yeah, with beatboxer for spell power to go back to back. It's so like the high level players, they're gonna do that because they play what's gonna win, and something is the strongest. So that's what it was last season with back to back, where every comp just ended in back to back. Well, last / current season, right? In my mind, oh, we found a Drakkari. That's huge. So that was just like a really funny thing. But I don't think you double time, actually. I don't think you need it. You got Zarjira. I think, yeah, George for the whole board is nice. Kind of close, though, because double time does mean that if he finds one more fauna, well, then you have your Golden Zarjira. Yeah, you have Golden Zarjira. You don't need double time. George way better. I don't think it's even tempting. There's the fauna. Freeze? Freeze, right? Just freeze, just freeze, just freeze. Yeah, I think he's freezing. He's chilling. Buff. Okay, so what was I saying again? Yes, the dark gifts. My main concern with... Sorry, this was a very long-winded explanation. A lot of detours to this one. It sucks to, like, just buy 2 trash cards here, but I think you just freeze. And then you coin hero power. Oh! But really? We have Zarjira! What? Pepe hands. Oh! Crimes against value are being made? Oh! I mean, it's top 4. I get it. This is probably right. But, oh! Anyways. My point is that dark gifts right now feel very random. So quite often even when you save them for the late game, you can get 3 units that don't really make sense. It's just like you see your discoveries and you're like, this is what I waited 12 turns on? Like, Jesus, this is not win cons. This is not like crazy shit. So, oh my God, look at these buffs. Oh, what? 1.3k in the shop, bro. Everything on the board 1.3k end of turn. Whoo-wee. Will the Groundbreaker reborn with Divine Shield? It reborns with full stats. I don't know if the text says enchantments. If it says enchantments too, or keywords, then yeah, it will. I'm not actually sure what it said. Let's see if anyone can kill it. What's the Balinda for? The Faunas cast a spell that is targeted. It's a targeted AoE. You target the minion that you want to buff on, and then it buffs all minions of that type. So it's like a loophole where Balinda doesn't affect AoE buffs, but this is a single target AoE buff. So it triples the fauna efficiency. So yeah, anyways, the main point is that I think they can curate the pool a bit better, that it is more likely that you get cool dark gifts, and then you have maybe less of the let's just use the dark gift as tempo and more of the ooh, let's play around my dark gift. But you got to be careful, because that can very easily turn into, oh my God, this guy hit the good dark gift combo, I'm playing for second. There's 2 sides of that coin, right? And I'm sure the devs are very aware of that. So they got to be a little bit careful that they don't make it too easy to get good stuff, because now all of a sudden it becomes a little bit too oppressive, and you will see it all the time because you've just made it more common. Those are the things you have to weigh, right? Like, do we curate the pool a bit more and make less feel bad discoveries where you just have like 3 random things and you're like, I don't actually even want to take one of these. I've had that a few times yesterday when I was playing. I was like, all of these feel kind of like I'm super indifferent to these. And that, I think that's also a very feel bad moment. You've waited until like turn 11, turn 12. You click the dark gift and you're just like, all of these are kind of bad. And then the flip side of that coin is you make it more reliable to get good stuff. Now people run you over with dark gifts, and it's the 3rd time that day that particular dark gift beat you. So yeah, those are the things you gotta, and I don't know what the answer is there. Good thing it's not my job. All right. Araxos, thank you very much for the prime. I get to talk and have none of the consequences. Ah, wonderful. Appreciate it, Araxos. Welcome. Whew. Man, we are just like having a little chit chat here, but Jkirek is just like destroying beater here. Just a lot of venom, but we're George, so George is so annoying. Wait, he has taken away our shields though. He has the Brucon hero power. Is that a problem long term then? He gets rid of our shields and he has venoms, but we do have this groundbreaker that reborns. There's no more surf and surf to play around the venom, right? But Beater is still relying on some stats with his coral. I think it's probably fine. If we shield our whole board or close to our whole board, he's not going to take every single divine shield. And then we have our groundbreaker that reborns with full. We don't need a Sidori, I think, right? It's just more ball spitters, I guess. Knowing Beater, there's going to be a million ball speeders. Ball speeders? Ball speeders. You could technically shield a horse and hold that, and then play your own aviator, and like play golden aviator, summon shielded horses. But that's a bit of a long-term play, and it also involves selling your Drakkari or your Balinda, which is very unfun. It's more like a G line where it's like, all right, I will sacrifice my board to win the game. I would not want to get rid of my golden Balinda or my golden Drakkari here. This is so much fun. All right. This person is numbers based, and they just lost both of their scam units to our tech units. I mean, we didn't need those good trades, but those definitely seal the deal. Yeah, no one's killed the groundbreaker yet, right? The stats are readable now. Yeah, it's a super nice change. It's not active on the live servers yet. You're gonna be seeing that for August 4th. Yeah, probably just shield and then switch your hero power. Try to kill him in one go. All right, shield our biggest minion, change the hero power. Womp. That's not what we want to see. Click a card, move on. Oil? I mean, the aviator is there if he wants to try to play around scam, but can't I just keep my board and just say, bad beater, bad beater. Don't, beater, no scam. Scammer, no scam. Oh, is he just gonna end on Nagas here instead of Balinda and Drakkari? To just all in spells, yeah, sure. Avalanche for a wildfire. It's kind of long term. Yeah, he is selling it though. Silent guy. Golden 4-drop. You care about playing anything here? Up the Balinda a bit more so it can deal with scam better. So yeah, he ended up selling out of a Drakkari to play a Naga so that he has another big Naga to trade. And then assuming basically that he doesn't lose on stats if he sells his Drakkari. That is the worst feeling though, if you sell part of your scaling and then your opponent ties and then he keeps scaling and then you end up losing because you're too small, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. He's got 6.7k on one unit. We've got 6 on multiple units. So it's really the poison war, right? One of our shields survived. Our groundbreaker probably dies here, right? Yeah. Comes back with shield, yep. Man, that is a crazy good adaptation. That's very good into scam. Okay. What would be the best way to deny the win here to Beater? I think picking up that avalanche for wildfire. I kind of like that in the previous shop. He's picking up that alliance flag. Is it for with Balinda? But yeah, new hero powers. Juicy. He's shaking it for good luck here. Alec here? Lucky enough, I guess. It does something. It's not great, but it does something. I don't know if there's like a single card I'm very happy with here. But yeah, that wildfire, if he would roll it with the avalanche and the Alec hero power would have actually been pretty sick. That's, I mean, it's obviously hindsight gaming. Sure. Well, he's probably healthy enough that he can tank a loss. Let's see. I mean, he basically still has golden Drakkari, right? Because he got the golden Balinda, so. Yeah, also a lot of shields for Beater here. He's farming the tier 7 rewards. Sorry, the tier 3 Dark Moon prize rewards, which can be a tier 7 unit, but it can also be shield, so that's why we're seeing shield here. Man, everything has Venom on the board. It's kind of disgusting. He actually switched hero power as well away from Brucon. It's either that or he's had Panda the whole time and I didn't notice. Yeah, the Groundbreaker is just a problem for him. Yeah. So we still had a shielded big boy here. All right, GG's. Nice win.